Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 3.
We'll take
Monica Webb, Battle of the Junior Champions. We've got our third, fourth place match right now, Team White versus Team Black. A little bit later on this evening, we'll have the first and second place match between Team Red and Team Blue.
I feel good today.
Overall scores between these two, 53 to 54 in favor of the black team. This is going to be a race to 11 points. My name's Ben Sutherland. I'll be joined by Melina Mike. And
what is up?
What's up,
Maybe
buddy?
I have to button this one too, and then I'll put it
See
in
if we
between.
can get one of the juniors up in here at some point. I do know that they're extremely focused given the status.
My
of
name
the
is
event.
Caden Herbach.
But if
I
we
am
can
now
get
mic'd up.
some time from them.
Yeah, no, you're good.
We'll get some special
That's why I
guest
said,
commentary up in here
I
as
know
well.
you like this one. I put you last.
Getting ready to get underway right now. They just lagged for the
I'm gonna
lineup.
have to be.
How about you just worry about getting us
I'm not
off to a
sure
good
yet.
start?
We have to. Is this where I had it before?
I don't even have their lineup ready yet, nor do they.
Uh,
So as soon as we find out who's up first, we'll let you guys
it just
the same, so just do
know.
lowest.
we kind of put up at the same time, right? This time, like we don't.
I'm going first.
I forgot what happened on Friday.
Are y'all done?
We just like put up at the same time, right? All our guys.
I already have mine. That doesn't matter.
Alright. Well, I mean, everyone plays. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, everybody plays everyone, so.
Who do you want? You want to start out, bro? All right, yeah, you got it, bro.
Been 2 fantastic days so far. Lots of grinding, lots of really good, intense team action here. Do want to give a huge shout out and thank you to our sponsors, in particular Brunswick and Championship,
All right, here's what.
for their generous contributions
Caden, Leah, Colton, Eddie.
and helping us raise some funds and send these juniors off to the World Championships. Master Chalk, Perimeter Lighting. Big shout out to Janet Atwell and the whole entire staff here at Borderline Billiards. Full Carbon, Mucci Q's,
Yeah.
Beach Hour
So all
Q's,
of our,
Viking, Lucasi, and
times
McDermott
between the
Q's. It's
games
very
are gonna
nice
be
to
the
see
same.
competing entities come together
Like when you're
for
in
the better
Visser,
of
you
the
have like
game.
long breaks sometimes. But
The raising of these juniors. It's been tremendous support all around. Thanks to everybody at home that's been watching, tuning in, sharing the
I think
streams.
the only difference he said today is that
Certainly
like
do
people can
appreciate
play
it.
as many.
We've got our referee, Mr. Jose Burgos, who will be presiding
luck.
over this
Good
entire
luck.
match.
Good luck.
Players will be on a 30-second shot clock. I
What?
believe that's what I was told. We are playing 10 ball. 10 ball must be the last ball pocketed. The 3-foul rule is in effect, and we're using
Feels fun.
template rack. The Turtle 2 template rack from Mez.
Yeah.
What are we starting with format-wise? Do we know?
It's back to day 1.
So teams right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
The finals will be races to 2 to achieve a point.
There you go.
Each game
Way to
in this
start.
match is worth a point.
Go on. Let's go.
Wait, what?
What
The
a break
finals is
to
a race
start.
to 2 to get 1 point?
Correct.
So the lineups.
So 1 point could be 3 games.
Correct.
And it's a race to what?
In the finals, I don't know if he said 9 or 11. I'll have to double check with him. Yeah.
I'm mic'd up.
This is going to be a race to 11 here. Who's that? That's Grayson, right?
Grayson Vaughn leading on deck. Playing some 6-ball, it looks like, for this break.
Yeah, he came out with a great break shot.
There you go.
Nice
There
speed
you
there. Got perfect on this 5-ball. Center table is where you want to be at.
That way, yeah. There you go.
And nice delivery there. Kids got here early. Enjoyed some ice cream with them. Them and the parents, and they've just been hitting balls like machines day and night and getting warmed up for the last hour and a half.
Just close to the side.
Yeah, easy shape. There you go.
Nice shot there. 10 ball will be played in the right side pocket, I believe. As he plays it in the upper right. They are playing with a 30-second shot clock like Ben mentioned. Oh, he drew it back a little bit. Nice. I don't think he can get that full on the 9. Great start for Team
I was
White.
going to say, if this is anything, if this is going to attest to the way the day goes, this is a great start.
A little bit.
Used all of that
Good
pocket.
start.
We didn't even get a look at
Let's
Kate.
go.
Yeah, when I talked to Ava, the captain of Team White, I think it was yesterday, she mentioned to start the day just
Holy.
how they were able to start really well. They just weren't able to close that well.
Hallelujah.
You know, they would get up on the teams they were playing on by a
He
few
was asking
games, but they always let the lead get away from them. Fortunately, they ended up in the third, fourth place match, but either way, they're showing some fight to start the day for the semifinals. Or I guess it's not semifinals because they're not going to go play for the finals, but the third, fourth place match. Yeah, Blue
Look at this lag.
coming in with maybe not.
I think
There you go.
I think Jordan just snuck
Wow.
that one out. What a great lag.
A last little rotation there.
We do have
All right, come on, focus.
some wireless mics on the captains. We'll see if we can get a little insight as to what they're thinking and what they're going through. If you guys at home could let us know. I know day one we were trying to use these wireless mics and it was picking up some background music and a little bit choppy. I think we got some settings adjusted. So when you do hear the captains talk, let us know if it's coming through clear or too loud, too quiet. We can make some adjustments on our end, but everything appears to be working properly. Rack 2. We got Jordan breaking off against Leah. White team off to a great start. Jordan would love to keep that going.
So they're lagging after each
It's not true.
each
It's actually not
rack.
true.
We lag for each break,
I won
yep.
like 30% of them.
Huh.
There you go.
So there isn't much of an advantage to being the home or the away team. You just get to choose
Yeah.
in that first round who puts up first. There's no break advantage. There's no extra break like oftentimes you see, like in a 5-person format, the home team would break 3 times in round 1, which would mean if there was a round 5, they'd be breaking 3 times there as well. So sometimes there's a slight advantage to being the home team, not so much in this case. Pretty even.
I'd probably try to cut it and spin it.
Not sure what Leo was trying to do there. It was a push out, but
Probably let them go behind.
ooh, five ball, look out. I don't think he can see this.
If he's frozen, he's in trouble.
2 steps ahead.
Got the referee, Jose Burgos, right there on top of things. But they're calling the shots for us.
Kate in first. Just
He's playing this 2 rails to make this 2 ball.
It's a right spin. I'd be able to
He hit that one with a little bit of inside. He kind of took off more than what he was expecting.
There you go.
I'm honestly fine
Yeah,
if there's
only
no
race that
timeouts. You know, just like don't have to
Race
worry
to
about it.
11.
Just people do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, I think
Keeping the heat on these kids with the shot clock.
is saying that
They are not allowed a timeout either, from what I understood.
to do longer races.
And no
We'd
timeouts.
be here till 2
That's what,
a.m.
what the referee told me as well.
You'll start at 6, right? So they just tell you I'll be here like 4 or 5.
Nice shot there from Jordan.
Yeah.
He's had an up and down couple days.
You'll be
You know, had some really solid like 6-7 ball runouts, and then I would see him miss a ball that I didn't expect. He's always been in good spirits though. All the kids for that matter just had a ton of fun the last few days. Smiles on their faces.
Should be entertaining.
It's good seeing them get an opportunity to win some cash for their travel funds.
Good shot.
Absolutely.
Okay, he's got an issue here being on the wrong side of this 4 ball. Well, I guess not on the wrong side, just not deep enough underneath it.
Can you go 3 rows out?
Yeah,
I got the wrong ball.
it's so hard when you're gonna use that much power. Ah, he simplified it. I love that decision there from Jordan.
Why doesn't play that many
They don't have that many
You'll see
tournaments
big
by
players
now.
where, even though they got the ability to make the cue ball move, they just won't. You know, they'll. For us, it's taking their medicine, but for them, it's just they know
Shot. There
their
you go.
abilities and they're confident and comfortable in them. It's good seeing him kind of settle there for that shot and just take it, and now look at him. He's perfect on the 6.
He killed that cue ball nicely too. Just now, that cut shot on the 5. I expected to come off the cue ball to come off the rail a bit hotter.
Yeah, hitting it that thin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He put a nice little kill drag on it.
White team coming out with the heat.
Made me
This
business
is
morning.
the part of the rack though where I would see Jordan kind of, jaw ball or rattle it, maybe try to power. He just has to keep that same temperament that he's had the first, in this case the first 6 balls. Okay, used every inch of the pocket, but got a great angle here on the 8. This feels like a game winner here if he can deposit this in the bottom right. And he did. And he's got angle. Great shot, great run out. Great decisions from Jordan Whitkin. Shout out to all the parents who came out as well. They're here in the stands, and family members, grandmas, you name it.
Got a hold of that one.
Ooh, that one kind of bit a little more than what he was expecting.
Still sticking with plan A. Lower left. Be a little cautious with the cue ball. Not overly cautious, but oftentimes we'll see this scratch to the upper left.
Yeah, coming around 2 rails towards it.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Shot there from Jordan.
Still Colton. Come on, bro.
Not the lead that he was expecting, but was certainly the result he was hoping for. He earned it.
Sure.
Team White's composed of Ava Weems as the captain, Logan Heisel, Mr. 8 feet tall, Grayson Vaughn, and Jordan Whitkin. Solid team. And really overall, when I was talking with Mariah from the BEF coming into the event, she mentioned there was only a 4-point difference between all teams in Fargo. On paper, I would have kind of debated that a little bit, but man, from the score line, it really reflects it. They were well within it through a day and a half out of 3. All teams, for that matter, were in it.
Good job, Colton.
And for the white team, I think it was just that one match where they played. I think it might have been the black team, where they got beat pretty good, and after that, they were just out of mathematical contention to get in that first and second place matchup. But
That was against the red team last night, I believe.
Was it?
Yeah.
yeah, they just
Red team had a pretty healthy victory over white last night to end the day, and the blue team had a pretty healthy win over the black team last night to end the day on our mainstream. So yeah, there was 2. I'm not going to call them blowouts, but the bigger
Yeah.
gaps between matches than what we've seen throughout the duration.
Yeah, and I didn't know what the format was coming into it. I don't think anybody did. But I think it's got a lot of potential. I don't think it's where it needs to be at, but I think it's got a lot of potential to kind of keep things exciting and engaging and keep the players into it, fans into it. Depending on what direction the BEF wants to take it, it can certainly be a nice little training ground for worlds and for team competitions.
That's what this is all about: team building, camaraderie, pressure, different situations, getting these kids ready for whatever might be thrown at them out there at the World Championships.
8 ball down. I think he's got a look on this one in the side pocket. That might be his only option. Cue ball will be running, but I feel like it's kind of worth the risk. It's pretty brutal, though, to have that cue ball sitting right up against that top cushion. It really just limits your ability to get any kind of draw on the ball, obviously. Let's see how Colton attempts to attack here, if he even wants to attack. You think that 2 plays in the upper left?
Yeah, past the 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's enough room.
I think they get a little bit more on the shot clock post break, so it's not the same 30 seconds.
It's a good observation, sir.
I
Fired that. Oh my gosh.
Not work.
Let's see here. Yeah, there's enough room to squeeze that by, I believe.
He's settling for plan B, but he'll definitely take plan B here. 2 ball on the bottom left. Sometimes you gotta. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was a 2 ball next to the 5. My bad. What is he on then?
He's on the 2.
Oh, that's the 2 ball. Sorry, my monitor's a little deceiving here. I thought the 2 ball was in the upper left by the 8.
That's the 4 up there by the 7.
Oh Lord. Okay. Bear with me here. It's been a long weekend. Actually, it really hasn't. It's been days have been
Still
going
got
by
your
pretty quick.
extension, right? I feel like you play good on shot clock.
Ava Weems,
You're just like that.
Texas. She's been one of these players that I really enjoy watching, seeing their progress. You know, it's like they got a lot of potential. They're putting in the work, but to see it kind of get paid off with opportunities like this is pretty sweet.
It's nice.
Yeah, she's certainly starting to make a bit of a name for herself.
Yeah, and it's an interesting time because there's I know right now it's especially in the girls division it's Sophia and Savannah and Jordan, but it's like there's still this next wave of young talent that has just a world of potential. So it's pretty sweet to see him out here competing. And she's always got like a really good attitude too.
Yeah, she's always positive. Smiling.
To like start us good in the last round, and then
That's one thing about junior events that I've always appreciated is just like the kids' attitudes, And don't get me wrong, like I've been to junior nationals, and it's not always 100% great attitudes across the board, but like the better part of it, majority of them are all super like just appreciative and excited and enthusiastic and just always have a good attitude. They haven't been through like the ups and downs of being a full-time player to have any kind of stresses, I guess, or just feel disillusioned, I guess.
They still have families and they're still living.
Yeah,
at home.
yeah.
Not necessarily.
They just appreciate the game and love the game. Nice shot there from Ava Weems. Good cue ball as well. Just gonna have to navigate here though. That 9 ball is so big, trying to come around for the 5-7 combination.
I almost don't. Okay, so you can see where she's pointing there. As tough as
Can
it
she
is,
get
I
there?
almost don't mind just leaving the cue ball, just roll the 4 in, play the 5 down table.
Ooh, yeah, but you're gonna.
Just because of the traffic she's got to get through. I'm looking at the wrong ball.
Or maybe the bank. She might even go for the 5 bank afterwards if she gets held up by the 9. Yeah.
I wonder if she got a little bit sharked there. It's going to happen, not necessarily sharking, but when it gets down
Clock
to 10
got her.
seconds, the referee's going to yell out 10, whether they're done on the shot or not.
Well, that's just something that these kids are gonna have to get used to, especially if they want to compete on any kind of world stage or professional event. It's an uncomfortable dynamic, but a necessary one. Some players just, and I'm not even saying juniors, top level professionals. There's a ton of them that just take way too much time, and there's got to be a balance there. 9 ball got Colton as well. He's got options in the 5 ball, but he's not in love with either of them.
No.
Nice shot there. Aim.
Great shot.
Really, really high level IQ shot there, playing to aim that cue ball towards the 8. I think he's a bit fortunate to get that 5 tucked in, and a deserved kind of role, if you can call it that, on playing the 5 the ball behind the 9. But in my opinion, I feel like he was playing all cue ball there and just delivered it so well. She can make this. She gotta hit it though. Safety's gonna pay off from Colton.
I doubt they're gonna have this thing.
That's his name, right? Peach? Colton Peach? That's what I thought. Okay.
Colton Peach
I don't
and
want to
Ava
go.
Weems.
I don't want to go through the whole rack calling the kid by the wrong name.
I think it's more for
Bad thing, but this shot or heck yeah, man. Dang darn it.
Dang it.
That number. I almost had it. Well, next time.
He's got to come with one big shot here, though, Ben.
Never ever give up.
Nervy shot. You got all your teammates watching you. Your room full of parents watching you. He kind of jumped up there.
You noticed that with him on a couple of couple of those power shots yesterday as well.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's nervy or if it's.
I think that's a part of it, you know, and it's something that he'll work through, and all players have to work through it, you know, whether moments can kind of get to him a little bit more than others, or like in Ava's case, maybe the last round where the shot clock kind of got in her head a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these are just growing pains you're going to have as a player. Overcut that one a little bit, but held it well.
She's got to come up and down, but she's sitting at the top spin, so it's gonna like she's been scratched top left.
These kids are taking a lot of pride in being here. You can tell they wanted to compete for themselves, for their team. Tough 9-ball. Tough to hold for position. I like coming up and down. She overcut this one. Very similar to the other one. Is there going to be some salt on the wound with a scratch? There's not. And Colton just brutal, man. Colton. Tough roll.
Very.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I think for Ava in that shot, I really like just committing to getting more of a full hit, obviously, for one, but play the up and down, you know, get comfortable with the table. So hard to not get something a little better than where she would have ended up on the 10. Just got to let that arm get a little loose. Is he cutting this ball in, Ben? Oh, what a shot there from Colton. And he's going to get a reward coming around 3 rails for this 10 ball in the upper left. Nicely done.
What a shot.
Gutsy play there. Went all out. No security. All reward. This 10 ball to get his team on the board. It's 1 race to 11 here. Each game is so vital.
Fortunately, the music is just too loud. Even
There
with
you
the,
go.
With the noise canceling on to, I had to shut off the wireless mics on the captains.
He's kind of got this thing where, like, if you see his pre-shot when he's down on the ball, where I wouldn't call it a pump fake because he doesn't get up, but it just seems like, and I've seen it multiple times from him, where you look like this is the stroke that he's going to pull the trigger, and it's not. And then I wonder if that's something that he's thinking about or aware of, or if that's just his normal routine, you know? We saw him with some pretty big misses yesterday. We saw him with some great makes as well, along with that 9 ball. But I'm just curious, man, and I haven't got a chance to talk to him to see. But he came with a great out there. Got his team on the board. I don't know how I feel about this lag, every game.
Gotta earn that break, I guess.
I get it, but like, you're playing as a team, you know what I mean? So it's like whoever would have lost the lag in the first one sets the tone for the entire match. Does that make sense? Because y'all are playing a. Okay. All right, Jose racking the balls here. There's Sophia Mass over there hanging out with the white team. She'll be playing the championship match. I think we're scheduled to start that at 6 Eastern, so they got a day ahead of them.
think I heard we're anticipating around 6 p.m. for the final match,
Yeah.
Eastern time. Looking, what's that, 3 o'clock on the West Coast?
Yeah, prime time for everybody.
Hello. You don't have to shut it all the way. There's cables stopping it at the bottom of the door. Got some special guest commentary hopping in for a few minutes. Aurora Hessness, right?
Yep.
Am I correct in saying that?
Yes.
Welcome, welcome. How are you feeling?
Good.
Good. Congratulations to you guys making it to the finals.
Thank you.
It's been a pretty tight battle between you and Team Blue this entire
Yeah, definitely.
weekend. Exciting to see. So white team's leading 2-1, racing to 11. Eddie Vondero. See how he's breaking the balls this afternoon. Good square hit. Made that second row ball, which one of those two is usually tracking toward the side pockets. Decent opening look. I don't know what he's planning on doing here. I don't think the one passes the 3 to the upper right. It might, but I don't think so.
Probably hit it off the pocket.
Good. It's a steep angle, and you gotta also worry about the cue ball possibly playing off the 2 and scratching.
True.
See what he decides to do here. He's just playing safe. Using the 2 ball for coverage. Pretty good job.
It
think
looks
he
like
might
it
have
might
left
have
a
rolled
piece.
out.
I've got Mr. 6'7",
He's so tall.
17 years old, and he's be playing basketball.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. He probably does. So where are you from, Aurora?
Virginia.
Virginia. What
Yep.
a shot there.
That was a nice shot.
Oh, yeah, you're not too far away from here then, are you?
Nope. It was only about a 2-hour drive, which is nice.
Are you making that drive each day, or did you guys get a place out here to stay?
We got a hotel.
That's good. Saw your mom up in here last night doing commentary on the other stream.
Yeah.
That was pretty neat.
She's probably a better commentator than me. I'm kind of quiet.
Nothing wrong with that. I actually didn't get to hear her because she was on our other stream over here with another gentleman doing commentary.
Okay.
I didn't get to really hear too much, but I know she was having a good time up here.
Yeah.
Dorothy, is that her name?
Dorothy, yeah.
Yeah, she just actually introduced herself to me outside about half an hour ago. Logan's looking pretty good here. Everything ties together nicely.
Yeah.
Just kind of slow roll this in, play the 5 on the opposite side. He's definitely earned himself this opportunity to win this rack with a great jump shot to start his run. See if he can finish it. Going 2 rails?
Looks like it.
Looks like it. About a top right. Wants to wrap around the left side of the 8 ball as we see it. If he bumps it, it's not a terrible thing. He would just like to leave it alone. And he's done pretty nicely if it gets there. A little short. Little bit short. Still
Yeah.
playable. Gotta keep your cue ball under control here.
Yeah, hard to get shape on the 9.
He can hit this with just a hair of a low flat ball. Oh, he's playing safe. He's gonna roll up on the 9, it looks like. Smart shot. Not taking any chances. Showing some discipline there. I might have got wild taking a swing at that one. So pretty much our first look at Eddie. We saw the break shot and the safety, but we haven't gotten a. I guess it's not even a great look for Eddie. Kicking. I believe he just called for his extension just to be safe. Players are on a 30-second shot clock with the 3 foul rule in effect, and the 10 ball must be the last ball pocketed. If it is pocketed early, that's not a problem. It just spots back up. That safety might pay off for Logan. Smoked it in there. Tons of confidence in that stroke. I feel like he's probably going to end up playing the 10 in the same pocket. He can slow roll this and try to stay on the left side as we view the screen. I don't think that's the right shot. I think, especially after letting his stroke out like he just did, gotta be feeling confident. He knows he can hit this a little bit of outside ball, just a touch of top anyhow. Come back across table. Like so. I wonder if he owns an extension. I don't think he's ever probably needed one. Wow.
Oh, that was rough.
Watch your cue ball.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
After that was a really nice rack too.
Yeah, it was.
Until that 10 ball.
I think Eddie's out from here.
Definitely.
I think he might just get there.
Yeah, unless something goes catastrophically wrong, I think he got this one.
So did you make it out to ice cream this morning?
Yeah, I did.
Heard that was a good time.
Yeah, it was fun.
Good. All right, tied up at 2. Logan's over there kicking himself, and Eddie couldn't be more thrilled to have found a way to get the point for that rack. Looks like we're gonna have Caden, I believe, versus Jordan. Oh, no, excuse me. I think this is a Scotch doubles match. Yeah, this is gonna be Jack and Jill Scotch doubles. It looks like Caden and Leah versus Ava and Logan. So what's next for you as far as tournaments or traveling or anything like that?
I'm actually going to the, what is it, like the 650 and under women's tournament here in October.
Oh, awesome.
I think that's the next tournament I'm going to. And then I'm also going to some weird, in like Iowa. I don't know. I'm going to some other tournament at some point. I don't remember what it was.
It's tough to keep track with so much going on, right?
Yeah.
Let's see Logan's break here. He didn't win the lag against Eddie, so we haven't got a chance to see his break. Again, with that second ball tracking into the side. A little more of a flat cue ball. Usually we'll see some sort of pop on the ball. I think he would very, very level there. Usually when you're creating that pop, you're shooting slightly downward into the cue ball. I think he came through that pretty level. There's nothing wrong with that. Was able to pocket a ball, and now Ava's got to look at the one. I think she can cut this in the side. If not, she can play safe, but I think the cut's there.
I think so.
She's trying to play a bit of an advanced safety there. That was a lot of good things had to happen there. See what you can see here. Love to see everybody smiling and laughing and joking around in the background. I think we got the music turned down out there, which means we might be able to turn those player microphones back on. And we're picking up a bunch of background music that we just couldn't drown out. We'll see if it's any better.
Shot, don't. Oh, good shot.
Really hard to get on the correct side of this. I mean, you could just go like 3 rows around.
It's just a little bit too distorted and choppy with background music going on right now. Maybe there's some settings we can continue to adjust. It would be nice to keep these players mic'd up, but ideally that works best in a quiet arena. It's not the case here. You can just park this ball, treat it like a stop shot. Probably drift towards center table a little bit, like that. She stunned through it nicely. And when your opponent's 7 feet tall, it's easy to reach, or your teammate, I should say. Draw this ball, but I want to get straight in or a hair below the 7 ball here. I don't want to contend with. I don't want the cue ball running into the 10 when I'm trying to shoot the 7 ball and get position on the 8. We'll see where he lands here. I think he needs to draw this back about 4 feet. He's done very well. Got to the right side of that ball. Now the 10's not in the way. She can, depending on how much angle and how much confidence she's got in her stroke right now, she could just kind of punch this ball up the left long rail, or she could really dig into it and draw it back. I think that's what she's doing. Kind of just depends on the angle.
Not a bad leave.
Now, nice look at Leah, see if she can slice this in. Looks like she's going for it. Wow.
Ooh, that was a nice
What
shot.
a shot.
Not a bad leave either.
She has been very solid this whole tournament. She's really come with some strong shots when she needs to. Watch your head. Overcut.
Ooh.
Overcut from Caden Herbach. Heisel back to the table. Probably grateful for that opportunity. I wasn't so sure White was going to make it back to the table this rack. She
Yeah,
did
I'm
say that she's
a little
quiet.
quiet.
Well, another twist of events here. Certainly,
Yeah, that was unexpected.
yeah, very unexpected scratch. So, Leah now with an opportunity to put herself and her team in position to take the lead for the first time in this match.
Can run out. Before.
Perfect
that's
speed.
good.
Perfect speed. Caden pointing at the rail and back out, so he's gonna punch this ball. He's gonna put a healthy stroke on it. He's not rolling this. Wants to stun over into that long right rail. Back out. About a diamond or so. Stun in and out.
Nice.
About a diamond's length. That's perfect.
What? Okay.
Alright, so 3-2 at the end of the first round. And we're going back into singles action again. We're going to have Caden versus Jordan. Caden Herbach versus Jordan Whitkin. They will be lagging for the break. Looks like we're lagging for the break every game. That's kind of unique. Haven't seen that style before. Racing to 11 total points, so we're going to take a little bit of a dinner break. Open up the tables for Team Red and Team Blue to come in and get dialed in, warmed up for an hour or so. Like yellow just got there. So Logan will be breaking again. I want to give a shout out to our sponsors. In particular, Brunswick and Championship for their generous contributions to this event. Balls, Bull Carbon, Q's, Mucci Q's, Peach Hour, Viking, Lucasi, and McDermott. It's really great to see competing companies kind of come together and sponsor the same event. Helping out the junior program, helping send some of these kiddos off to Spain for the World Championships. Track number 6. Jordan to break, keep an eye on the 5 and, is it the 5 and the 4? Excuse me, the 3 and the 5. Second row balls. Both of them came just a little bit low. Those are the ones you're ideally trying to make on the break. It's the 8 and 7 down table. So I don't know, is he gonna try to go up and down? I don't know about that. Position on the 2 is no bargain. He can just slow roll this, maybe even play the cue ball off the 5, or try to use the 5 to hold the cue ball for the 2 in the upper right. Oh, he just played a good speed. Made sure not to involve the 7 and the 8 down table. Perfect speed. Gonna take another good shot to kind of get in line here for the 3. You play this naturally with A little bit of low, a little bit of left, kind of go 2 rails around the 5. Or do you check this ball with inside and go forward 1 rail? Like he's just going to check it with a little bit of top inside. He didn't put the inside on it, he just put the top on it. And that ball didn't check up at all. He played that with just a high ball. Well, going back for the jumper. Probably call the bank. Yep. I think this is more cue ball containment than anything. He's just going to want to get that cue ball down table and create separation. Hit the 3 very full. No separation. And Jordan's going to have an opportunity now. This one he'll definitely be swinging 2 rails. A little bit of low left. Back to, ooh, he rushed that ball. Hit it significantly firm. Going all out for the bank here. 2-way. And he's going to leave a window. How long have you been playing pool, Aurora?
Only about like 2.5 years. Not super long.
No, really. Oh, really? You don't have to lie. You're not getting action.
Oh, really? Well,
No,
2.5 years. Well, I've been playing like maybe 3, but before that, I was just before 2.5 years, I was just playing in like APA like once a week. So I don't really count that as like playing. But like I started practicing like 2.5 years ago.
Playing more competitive.
Yeah, competitively.
That's cool. Well, you're doing great. You're for two. Yeah, for 2 or 2.5 years in the game to be as well-rounded as you are already. That's awesome. Keep it up. What a what a robbery.
Yeah,
I was about to say, what a great shot. That's the 4 and the 7 down there. I thought that was the 8 near the 7. That's the 4. They keep playing position down table here. Makes a little more sense. Got confused on the ball color. Some of the screens that we have to look at gonna play tricks on us when it comes to the colors. I don't know if he was trying to play position in the side there or if he overran position for the corner. If he's got enough room, I just like re-railing this ball around like that. Try to get as straight as possible. Now I don't think he can just kill this ball. He's going to have to take a rail or 2 into play here for position with this 7. 2 rails right. Oh, that's gorgeous. Perfect shot.
Oh, I was thinking that the 7 was the 8.
No,
So
but
I
getting
thought
from the 7 to the 8 is a little tricky now.
Yeah.
I believe he's got that whole cue ball though. Ooh,
That's interesting.
that was. I thought he was going to go forward 2 rails. Powered through that, stunned it out nice. White's looking good to tie it back up here. Roll this in. Nothing to it. just like that. Now they've taken the lead back, 3-2. Start the day. Over the last 2 days, black team has won 54 points, 54 racks. White team has won 53. At this point, those numbers don't really mean too much. They are playing for third and fourth place right now, so there's no advancement from here into any final match. This is their final match, but we will have Team Red versus Team Blue. About 3 hours time here. Locally, we're on the East Coast. Here in Bristol, Tennessee, at beautiful Borderline Billiards. Get that ball roll. Wow.
Nice lag though. Redoing it?
Yeah, and I believe the reason is because Leah has to hit that ball before Ava's ball hits the rail.
Oh.
I mean, you can't wait. You can't wait 5 seconds and see how. Tough to explain. They have to basically shoot at the same time.
Yeah.
If somebody's ball catches the foot rail before the other person has struck their cue ball, it's a relag. They both. Neither player can wait until the opposing player's ball has touched the foot rail.
Oh. I actually didn't know that was a rule, which I probably should have done that.
It doesn't come up too often, but yeah, I was actually just discussing that last night at the hotel with Jose, our referee.
Ooh, scratch.
She's scratching the side.
Yeah.
I was gonna wait for just a moment. So we've got the ladies doing a little battle here early on. Captain Ava Weems. Eyeballing that 5 ball just to see if it passes the 8. I do believe it does.
Looks like it does. Other than that, the table's pretty open.
Ava, not too long ago, got back from Australia. She went over to represent the USA in a hayball championship. I believe it was the 19 and under World Championships.
That's cool.
That's gonna hurt. Not quite sure what she was trying to do there. 3 balls a lot further down table. But she would have powered through that a little more. The ball opened up. The table's sliding.
Yeah.
It's brand new cloth. I mean, the only play that's taken place on it has been with you teams.
I think I was the first one to play on it.
You broke first in the first round?
I think so.
I think you did too. Actually, I've got the paperwork here. I could tell you somewhere. Let's go back and see. Yep, you broke first against Logan. Yep, you had the very first break on this newly cloth table. These are Gold Crown 6s. From what I understand, this Brunswick arena that we're playing in right now, they're actually getting the new Gold Crown 7s, a couple of them. And I believe they're going to be the white ones. That'll look really cool on the stream and in the room.
Yeah.
Sometimes, especially with cameras, the hardwood floors and the wood paneling on the tables being a natural wood color, sometimes they blend together. Sometimes we have to make some sort of adjustments because the table gets lost at times or the floor sticks out a little bit too much. But ideally, at least for a live stream, anyway, carpet is great. But as far as this room is concerned, the hardwood is absolutely beautiful and essential. But I think it'll really pop once they put those white tables in here.
Yeah.
jumping. A lot of distance to cover here on both ends. She got over it, and is she gonna make the 8 too? Just get one more problem ball out of the way.
No, it's stuck.
No, but it's not gonna make it easy for Leah, or excuse me, for Ava. Made things a little bit easier for Leah. Do you have any sponsors or anybody you wanna, family members, anybody you wanna give a shout out to, or?
I'm sponsored by Predator. And also, Blacksburg Bagels. If you live in Blacksburg, the dude that owns that is running for mayor. So,
Really?
go vote for him.
Sweet. That's kind of cool.
Pete Macedo is his name.
How did you get involved with Predator?
Well, I met, I'm gonna say his name wrong. Huiji C.
Huh?
At,
Who?
Huiji C, the Predator Junior sponsorship guy.
Okay.
I met him at, the International last year. And then he told us to email him, and then he gave me sponsorship. So
That's awesome.
which is nice.
Congrats. Yeah, I used to play for Predator years back. I think a lot of that crew that was there when I was there is moved on to other things. You may know, Karim or Philippe.
No.
Karim Belhaj or Philippe Singer. I think Karim is the owner, or at least like the CEO of Predator.
Yeah. Oh, and also Top Shelf Billiards. They were my first sponsor, so.
Is that the pool room
Yeah. It's in
in Virginia?
Yep.
Shout out to those guys. You appreciate whatever they do for you in terms of equipment or some sort of financial help, whatever it may be.
Yeah, normally they just pay part of my entry fee, which is nice, because sometimes entry fees can get expensive.
That is a fact, young lady. Maybe Weems.
Swim.
Who do we have next? It's like Colton and Logan. Get a look at one of the many nostalgic walls in this building. Tons and tons of amazing memorabilia, photographs, paintings. Can't say enough about how much Janet Atwell and her crew have done to build such an amazing facility.
Yeah, it's
I
a
know
great
everybody's been having a
wall.
great time. Colton with the break and rack number 8. This is, I believe, the third scratch on the break we've already seen today. So close to 50% of the breaks so far have been unsuccessful. But in Colton's defense, he hasn't left. I don't believe he's left a shot on the one, so Logan likely playing safe here, which could also be trouble for Logan because we are playing with a 3-foul rule. And if Logan's able to put a tight safety down here and get Colton on 2, we could see a 3-shot game. Logan kind of looking to the sky after that shot. Not thrilled with his safety attempt there. I believe he's left a one-rail escape. Possibly even pocketable for Colton. He'll call this to the upper right as we view the screen. Great hit. And he might get rewarded. Nope. He's going to leave a shot. He's drawing out of this. That's fine. I almost like going for, like rolling forward because he's playing for the 3. Oh, he drew under it. What a shot. What a great shot. Position on the 4, not. There we go. Got to be cautious of that side pocket. That's what I was a little worried about. You don't want to land flat. He's got just enough angle. He could actually probably cheat this pocket a touch. Kind of stun the cue ball back towards center table if he wants to. If not, he can obviously roll forward. Yeah, he's just naturally stunned that ball out, put a nice pure stroke on it. Little congestion down there. That 7 ball is going to be kind of the tester in the rack, if you will, gaining position on it anyways, especially given the location of the 6. Ooh. He's gotten a little funny here. 50-yard line, I suppose you could call it. Do you cut this? Do you bank it? Do you play safe? All of them are decent options. It does call for his extension. We are on a 30-second shot clock. And we've got referee Jose Burgos on top of things. He's watching every shot. He's got his stopwatch in hand. Kind of adding that stopwatch effect kind of adds a little bit of pressure, a little bit of a different dynamic to the entire match.
Definitely.
But it's something these juniors are going to need to get used to, especially playing on a global scale.
I'm nervous for it.
You're nervous for it?
Yeah, I've never played on a shot clock before.
Well, that's what this is. This is a training experience too, as well, I suppose.
Yeah.
It is nice to see all these teams kind of formulated, and I know not all of you knew each other when the teams were formed. You might have known everybody on your team, but I've spoken with some other people from other teams who, I just met them at junior nationals, or I've never played with them before, and now they're friends and they're hanging out and they're texting and calling each other, and it's turned into not only just a friendship, but just the whole camaraderie effect. I think is going to benefit all of you juniors in the future.
Yeah.
Because it's not always going to be singles play.
Definitely a nice dynamic.
It's nice to have. It's nice to also have that support of a team. If you're struggling, if you're down on yourself a little bit, you got people there to pump you up. Boost your spirits, get your confidence back up again. Watch out, cue ball. Oh my goodness.
I think you can make it. It's hard to tell.
Ooh, I don't know. Nothing else. He can stick the cue ball right there.
Yeah.
And use the 9 as coverage. 3-4 rail this ball back up table. Yep.
That's what he did.
He did well. It didn't leak out. He's gonna leave a jump, but that's couldn't ask for much more right there. And we'll see Mr. Colton Peach.
My teammates like to say it's getting peachy.
It's
whenever
getting peachy.
Whenever he plays.
When I was a kid, how long Peach Hour Q's has been around. We used to call Peach Hour Q's were called Peachies. especially like the sneaky Pete looking ones,
Oh,
the ones that
yeah.
looked like house cues. And we would just call them Peachies. Shout out to Peach Hour for their contributions and donations of the Q, one of the 5 Qs that's in our raffle that will be taking place following this match. Got 5 Qs that were given away. And that was a couple few hundred tickets sold, $20 a piece. That's some great money generated to put back into helping with the travel expenses for the juniors and put a little cash in their pockets. Also, a thanks to Muchi, Coda, and McDermott for their Q donations as well. Like I said, we've got 5 Qs we're giving away. Ticket sales are sold, or excuse me, I believe ticket sales are closed. However, you do not need to be present to win. And we did have some people buy a healthy number of tickets, so it'll be interesting to see who wins those beautiful pieces of art. A bobbled ball from Colton. We've noticed a few times throughout the week when he really tries to put a stroke on the ball, lots of low, hitting the ball firm, he has a tendency to hitch his arm just a little bit. And he comes up off the ball just a little bit. And I think if he goes back and watches this or speaks with his captain, or maybe it's something he's never seen and never noticed before, I think if that's something he can kind of tone down, make a slight adjustment and correction on, get a little bit of practice with it, I think he's going to be even more dangerous. It's just those longer ones where he really has to power up. He's consistently overcut them. And I think I think it's that little bit of a hitch coming forward on his follow through that's causing him to not quite hit his intended contact spot, and seems to be slight overcuts most of the time when he does miss. So not a big deal, and it's actually a pretty easy fix once you realize what you need to do. Five three, rack 9 incoming. Eddie Vonderau versus Grayson Vaughn. These two definitely no strangers to playing in the same tournaments and even against each other. Both very familiar faces at the Junior National Championships. What a lag.
Yeah,
put
that was a
down
nice
there.
lag.
And that might be the closest lag we've seen yet. I mean, closest to the rail, I should say. We've seen two balls that nearly ended up identically. That one looked like it was just about frozen to the rail. Even Jordan, or excuse me, even Grayson, oh boy, look at him. There's not much distance between his head and that light.
The whole team.
It's like you got Ava, the shortest one in the building. He's the captain of 3 giants.
Yeah.
They're all over 6'5", 6'4" at least. I think Grayson might be the shortest of the 3 at probably 6'4".
I wonder if they did that on purpose.
And then, I don't, you know, when Mariah was putting these teams together, I doubt that she was considering the height factors. I think it just happened to work out that way. But yeah, he's probably about 6'4", and then Jordan, he's probably about 6'5", and then you've got Logan at 6'7".
That's crazy.
In the background up there on the left-hand side of your screen, Mr. Molina Mike. Big shout out to him for coming out here and joining us for the last couple days. He's been busting his butt, doing commentary in the booth, doing player interviews, getting some really creative media footage. That came out on Windows Open, but we do appreciate all that he's done and continues to do, not only for us, but for pool in general. Shout out to Molina Mike and Windows Open. Rack 9. Racing to break.
Another
again
scratch.
with the scratch. So now I believe, yeah, we're right around 50% on the day. Seems like there's been more scratches than not.
I've seen it happen a lot this weekend. I don't know if it's like something with tables or what. Maybe it's contagious.
Oh, camera's getting wonky. Oh, this is what Eddie needs. He needs a little confidence boost. He did win his first opening game, but that was kind of by default on a scratch on the 9 ball from Logan. Ball in hand on the 10. Eddie secured his first win of the day. See if he can get some confidence going. Run this out. Does not want the white team getting up 6-3. The 2-1 deficit already, and it's still early on. So as captain, he's gonna have to step it up, play nice and sharp this rack, keep his team within striking distance. We did speak with both teams and both captains before action started today. Everybody's all smiles, having fun, completely confident. I think the nerves at this point are pretty much in check. You know, after day 1 or day 2, in a new arena, most of these players haven't been to, or many haven't been to. The lights, the cameras, the bleacher seating, the spectators and the crowds, everything involved. Totally understandable why there would be a healthy amount of nerves, but I think by now they've got most of that in check. Heidi Ross in the chat, if you're still there, asks, how were the captains and teams picked? Strategically. It's a little bit over my head. I don't know all the details of it. I do know that Mariah Pearson with the Billiard Education Foundation, I believe she set the teams. Some of it may have been slightly Fargo based. Some of it may have been tournament result based. I do believe everybody, or at least the majority of the players here, earned their way here by attending the junior national events that we recently had in Quincy, Illinois, about 2 months back. Just over 7 weeks ago. I don't know the entire process as to how it came together. I do know that if you're one of those Fargo nuts and you want to take that into consideration, we've got 4 teams involved. We've got 16 players in total. And the teams were no more than 4 total Fargo points apart. So that was a big win for Eddie there. Big confidence boost as well. Started that rack with ball in hand off of a scratch. And handled his business, did what he had to do, capitalized. Now his team's back within 1. Got a tight match here. All right, so Caden up again. Same thing happened again. They have to relag because both balls need to. There we go. See, they got to hit right about the same time. One ball can't be struck after somebody else's ball has hit the foot rail. So, Caden. Caden with the break. This is going to be a doubles match. It looks like it's going to be Caden and Eddie. Versus, I see Jordan holding his cue over there. And I believe it's going to be Grayson. Normally we would have a lineup kind of completely set ahead of time. This is kind of a cool format in the sense that the players are, with the doubles and the triples matches anyway, they can kind of decide on the fly. So if somebody's feeling more confident than somebody else, or if somebody's having a real good run of the mill at the moment, captains can decide who they're putting in for those doubles matches on the fly rather than in advance. I think it's pretty unique. Aiden to break. Ball down, shot at the 1, 6 and 8 freed up. 6 and 7, excuse me. Good opening look here. I don't know if I'm going to try to squeeze this one on the side. I think I'm just going to take it all the way down here. Much higher percentage, and you can kind of let your stroke out a little bit. Also, Eddie just coming off a nice run out from that last rack. I think he's got some confidence. Playing this to the lower right should be no issue. I think so. And they're off and running. Could try to 2-rail out of there. I don't know how much angle is on this. If it's straight enough, I like just snatching this ball back with just low into the right rail with some right hand spin. If he can stun and avoid the 5, I like that shot better. Going 2 rails to the upper, but he's digging this ball. Now he's drawing this to the right long rail and coming straight back out. Beautifully done. I believe that's the 4 ball hovering over the side. A little deceiving on our cameras up here. I know at home it's clear. Monitors we've got are a little bit deceiving at times. At times, I mean all the times. Beautifully struck. He's got the right side of this. I don't like what he's looking at there. I don't hate it. I like to draw this ball back to that right long rail. Keep the 6 and 8 completely out of play. But what do I know? He hit it about as good as he could. Ideally, you'd like to get dead straight in on this 6 ball. Not have to travel anywhere. And get to the 7. Any type of angle could cause. Okay, so he's gonna have to shoot away from the 7 and come back to it, which is fine. It's tough to get dead straight from where he was. But he's on the right side of it. At least he doesn't have to worry about the cue ball colliding with the 7 for position. Options here. I like going forward 2 rails. Like this. Back out just above center table. Nice angle. Amazing what you can do from center table. You can almost do anything from the center of the table. Not always ideal, but it's almost always a positive option. This should just be a little bit of back and forth. Did well. Got any type of angle at all, he's going to want to draw out of this or play forward. If he's dead straight, which I don't believe he is, he could play a stop shot. I think he's running this cue ball forward here. He can come up on either side of the 10, it really doesn't matter. I like the right side. Caden's going to be sick with himself for missing that shot. This is going to be our first look at Team White here in this rack. It's Grayson Vaughn. A brother too, I believe it's his younger brother, but I'm not completely certain. Both champion players, Garrett and Grayson. He's got a very smooth stroke. Couldn't hit it any better.
Nice.
This to extend the lead by 2. Just stay down on this one, Jordan. Nicely done. 6-4. So next up, Caden's going to be staying at the table again. This is Caden's 4th rack already in this match. He played in round 1, he played in round 2, he played the doubles in round 1, he played the doubles in round 2. Nothing wrong with that. It's all within the rules.
That was a weird lag.
Didn't see the lag. I'm working on a score sheet over here. See that we've got Caden and Ava. Caden's kind of fuming inside a little bit, knowing that he kind of missed a ball last rack. Could have been a game winner. Happens to all of us. Hopefully he can shake it off and get right back in the groove. It's a race to 11 points. White team is the first ones across the halfway point. Zoom out a little bit. You can get a look at some of the arena here. Absolutely gorgeous. From what I understand, maybe you do or don't know this already, Aurora. I believe. Oh, what happened there? That's not good. I believe I heard Miss Janet Atwell speaking to starting a junior wall in here. You've got pros and all kinds of memorabilia and stuff all over the place. I think she's doing a wall strictly dedicated to the juniors. So there'll be photos and your guys' banners that are out there, some of the plaques that you guys signed yesterday. I think it's really cool what she does and how much it means to her and what her passion is.
Yeah, that is cool. I didn't know that, actually.
Well, Ava going for the extension. Like I said, probably the shortest player in the building. And she's got no problem with that either. She was actually making jokes. I saw in an interview about that Mike did with her in regards to her teammates. She said, "Yeah, you got a bunch of giants on my team." I think they actually took a photo of the 3 giants holding her.
Yeah.
Kind of up in the air.
Yeah, I saw them taking that picture.
Gonna leave a gap. I think she might leave a window. Is the 2 gonna settle? Four ball's in a tough spot underneath the 7. 5 and 6 are kind of nasty. Rat could take a few minutes. He could get super aggressive and fire the bank to the upper right, but there's really no reward for it. No position on the 4. Look for him to just play some sort of containing safety here. Possibly bank the 2 over to the... He did go for the bank shot. Maybe he was just trying to get the 2 back down table for safe. But also the pressure of that shot clock too. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. Probably not. But he got the 10-second warning and he got the 5-second warning. So he was getting down on there. Hasn't used his extension yet. And I guess he didn't feel it was necessary to use it at that moment. Immediately grabs the jump cue and then has a change of heart. Went back for his playing cue. So I think he's got enough of that left long rail to kick the back left side of the 2. I'd be calling this to the upper right just to be safe, just like that. There we go. Just to be safe. If he does make it, he'd like to stay at the table. Probably hit this with some pace. Yeah, he wants to create separation more so than anything else. And he's caused another cluster. I don't think that combo goes, even if you can get deep enough on that 2 ball. It just naturally wants to take the 8 away, or the 4, I can't tell what that is. You got a decision to make here. Okay. I believe the 2 passes between the 7 and the 9 to the upper left corner. However, he's calling it. And this might be a kind of a two-way type call here, because I feel like he could just roll the cue ball up and freeze her to the back of that 7 ball. Just left the window. Great shot. Now what? Now you play safe, but you're still going to call this to the upper left. Yep. Another two-way. I don't think he'll even come close. He's not trying to make this, I don't think. I think he comes about a diamond and a half, maybe 2 diamonds short. Oh, I'm wrong. He was going for it. I like, if I'm playing that shot, I'm playing it a little bit harder. And I'm playing it to miss it short. So it leaves the 2 on the head rail rather than in the jaws. It's either that or you need to make sure your cue ball is tight, frozen to that 7. Take them off. I shut them off so they can take them off. I'll let them know. I didn't want to disrupt them right now, but. Right. It's going for the bank. Kind of left a mess. Might not like her next shot. This could be some safety coming at you. So where's the rest of your team, Aurora? Are they here? Are they out doing their own
They
thing?
were sitting up here.
Are they?
I think I see Landon over there, like, playing or something. I don't know where the rest of them
We're gonna have to check Landon's ID.
I know. He looks so old.
You said it. I agree. I guess he just turned 18 in June, so he just turned 18 like a couple months ago. I'm 40 and I can't grow a beard that nice. Gonna leak out. So kind of as predicted at the beginning of the rack when we saw those clusters, we knew this was gonna be a bit of a lengthy rack. Nothing easy so far. Even 4 to the 6, 5 to the 6, excuse me. That's not no bargain. Well, the 7 ball, which was a problem, is now freed up. And it's quite close to the 6 too, so if you can keep your cue ball tidy, this is the shot right here. Then this is the game winner in my opinion. If this goes, it's a tough shot from 7.5 feet away. Cue ball frozen to the rail. Ooh.
How about leave? Get me.
He's left it a bit tricky for Ava though. He might try to slice and dice this. Might bank it. Like she's going for the bank. Or a safety, I take that back. Ava playing pretty conservative, and rightfully so. She didn't want to send a wild flyer out there and risk selling out. She would have liked to have coverage with that 9 and 10 ball, but she really hasn't left anything too aggressive for Caden. Like Caden's gonna chip off the right side of this. Oh no. That's a good shot. That's a really good shot. Be surprised how often this ball gets kicked in though. Very surprised. I mean, I wouldn't. I bet she's 50-50 to kick it in. Does look like she's aiming a little too far left, in my opinion, unless she's spinning with right. She did spin it.
Oh, that was close.
That's a heck of an effort. Well, as much as he wants to run out here, I think he's going to have to accept the fact that it's not worth the risk. Just roll this cue ball up on the 6. Or on the rail right behind the 6. Try to keep the cue ball tight enough for no jump shot. I'd be surprised if he went for this. I don't know what he was going for.
I don't either.
If I'm being honest, I have no idea what the plan was there. I don't even know if he knew what he was doing there. I think it was extension.
I mean, he got a good leave out of it.
He did. You know, there might have been some method to that madness. I just didn't quite see it. Gave it with the jumper. Going airborne. Got the 10-second warning already. Struggling with her jump cue. It's a second or third jump. He's either failed to get over or failed to hit the intended object ball. To be fair, I mean, it's a little bit more of a slight disadvantage trying to jump, being a shorter person. It's a little bit easier when you're higher above the table with a longer wingspan. He does have good technique though, so gotta get it dialed in a little bit. Aiden with an opportunity now. Wide open 4 balls, 3 left. Probably draw this ball around the 10, 2 rails. Try to get the cue ball almost back where it is. Oh, okay. No, you can't be looking at cutting this, are you really, buddy? I don't think that's worth the risk. You just bank this ball 2 rails down table and hide it behind the 10. Or even 1 rail, but I like 2. Yeah, 2 rails, that was the shot. Did it pretty darn good. Almost forced Ava to take this bank on. He tries to chip off the side of it just thin. You have to hit that so good. Doing into it full. Yeah, you can't see that. Let's fix this angle here. And you need to keep that angle he's kicking at. changed his mind. This is another one of those that gets kicked in the side more than you think. Both of them, both had similar kicks and both of them nearly made it. Good speed. I don't know if she's going to take this back cut on. I don't see her banking at it either. She does play with quite a bit of discretion. She's just going to go side rail, leave the 9 on the left rail, leave the cue ball on the right hand rail. She did well. She did well. She's a grinder. This game has taken over 10 minutes. Nothing wrong with that. Just shows that both players are being patient and not taking flyers. Great shot. Great shot. Her patience might pay off here. It's for a 3-game lead. Got it. What a grind. What a great game. A lot of back and forth there. 7-4. In this race to 5, each team needs what the other one has. It's in terms of the score. Now we're going to see Leah and Logan. Leah's gonna win this leg. Good for her. She'll be breaking off rack number 12. Keep an eye on that second row of balls tracking toward the side pocket. He's got one down. I think that was the 4 ball or was that the 8 ball?
I think it was the 4 ball.
I believe it was the 4. The 1, 2, 3, all within kind of close proximity of each other here. Just typically ideal. You don't want to have to move the cue ball too much if you don't have to. She can just hit this hard enough to make it. That's perfect
nice.
speed. And now she can go 2 rows back and forth towards center table. Play the 3 in the same pocket. And she'll be off and running. Great break. She's staying above this, so she's either banking or cutting into one of the 2 side pockets if she opts for aggression. I wouldn't falter if she played it safe here. She can cross this over. She went for the make. with good speed. I think she knew that if she missed it, she had a good chance at safe anyway. Calls for the extension. Kicking the back of this ball. Always a threat. Kicking the back of a ball near a rail. Those pockets get huge. Those corner pockets are huge. With that type of play. You see that scratch happen so many times. That was unfortunate. That was a lot of distance for that cue ball to cover before it did scratch. Usually you see that happening slightly closer to the pockets. He just hit it light speed and that cue ball never had a chance to move. Get up towards center table. Stayed below it again. She likes to play with those side pockets. I think I would have tried to come above this ball. Position from the 5 to the 6 is no easy task either. She would have had it, but she did overcut that ball at some margin. Aurora, what's your favorite game? 8 ball, 9 ball, 10 ball, 1 pocket, straight pool?
Probably 8 ball.
8 ball?
Yeah.
You typically a bar table player? Big table player? You don't care? Do you have a preference?
I have a big table at my house, so I mainly play on big table, but the pool I go to, they mostly just have bar boxes, so I play on both. I prefer bar boxes, but most of the tournaments, like big tournaments I play in, are big tables,
Yeah.
so I have to get used to them.
Seems like most of the pro events, some of the higher caliber events are usually on the big table.
Yeah.
Bar tables, nothing wrong with them at all. They're usually just more so for the league players or the, yeah, I guess mainly league type players.
Yeah.
Which is nothing wrong with that. And actually, the leagues in the United States have gone bonkers lately. Just it seems like BCA, APA, VNEA, they've all year after year seem to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I see these national events because I'm in Vegas for almost every one of them. It's noticeable at times. The crowd's just more and more, and now we're seeing more dealers and more vendors being brought into these events, which only means it's still growing. It's pretty awesome to see.
Yeah.
But again, that falls, and this is another one of those kick shots where you come in behind it and that same scratch he had earlier on. This one he hit pretty full in the face, nearly made the ball. You can hit this full. I like just banking it down table, creating distance. Trying to play the bank to make. I don't like that. Trying to chip off the right side of it. I don't like that either. She went off the right, and this is why I don't like it. She might get fortunate. She did. But there are more bad things that could have happened than good. It worked out for her, I believe. I don't think you can see a piece of this. The third time we're going to see that similar kick shot to that side pocket. Eventually they're going to make it, but you see how close it is every time. It's not as tough as it looks. Not easy, but it looks tougher than what it is. I wouldn't have gone 2 rails at that. That's going to be a foul. Would not have gone 2 rails into that if I was trying to make it in the side. But I'm also sitting up here in a booth. I can't miss from here. A whole lot different when you're down there on that table in those pressure situations, especially with a team that's got some expectations of you as well. Got that added pressure. And that's what this is for. This was designed to put pressure on you guys, to put you in slightly uncomfortable scenarios. When you get overseas and you're playing in pro events and you're playing in situations that you've never been in before, we're trying to throw those curveballs at you guys a little bit here just to get you prepared for that.
Yeah. It's definitely nerve wracking.
It's nerve-wracking now, but just think once you get that experience, it's going to be second nature to you once you've been through it enough times.
True.
So this is a building block right here, if you will. Oh no. That is right on that point. Is it cuttable from there? Or does he have to kick at this? Yep, he's kicking at it. Or maybe he's looking at the path of, yeah, he's looking at the path of the cue ball afterward. I thought he was looking at it. I don't know why I thought it was jammed right on the point. These camera angles can be deceiving at times. Uh-oh. Took that one for granted. Too easy of a shot that he forgot to make it. Position's a little rough too. I wouldn't want to be shooting the 9 from there if I didn't have to. Cut. I don't know if Logan was expecting to get back to the table or not, but he has to be absolutely grateful that he's gotten this opportunity one more time. Come on, man. You're 9 feet tall. Just reach across the table. Oh, he's going to do it left-handed. That's dangerous to be that tall and to be able to play opposite-handed.
Yeah.
I think he just stopped it there. Just took whatever he was going to get. Wasn't going to try to get fancy. If he could have gotten to that ball with his natural hand, I don't think he would have left this position. He had to switch hands, which is obviously uncomfortable. Slow down, ball. Not rooting for anybody in either. I don't want it to seem like I'm favoring the white team or something by rooting for the cue ball to slow down. I just want to see good pool.
Nice shot.
And it's starting to get a little out of hand here. White team has won 2-1 in terms of racks. For every one game the black team wins, the white team has won 2. And that's not a winning formula. Colton versus Grayson. Colton Peach for the black. Grayson Vaughn for the white team. Orange looks good. Oh, Grayson will get the break off here. Rack 13. We'll have Jordan and Eddie. Eddie Vonderow and Jordan Whitkin will be the next game. And then we're going to have a Scotch triples. I think that's pretty cool to throw in there. The female from each team will be paired up with 2 of the males from her team for a nice single triples rack. You good, Mike? Checking in on Molina Mike. He's out there doing Molina Mike things. Big shout out to him if you check out the Billiard Education Foundation Facebook page. He's done a fantastic job capturing moments and media and interviews outside of just this live stream. Something I wish I could be a little bit more a part of, but kind of trapped in here for the majority of the day. I don't get the opportunity to get out there and socialize with some of the juniors and their families. That's what we got Mr. Mike for. I don't think there's anybody doing it better than him right now. So dry break brings Colton to the table. Trying to play it safe. Spinning the 1. Tons of inside spin to get down table for coverage with something. He got there. That 7 ball wasn't there. Grayson certainly would be kicking rail first. But We're going airborne. I think I'm calling the 6, just in case. Just in case I make that combination. All right, first open look goes to Colton. As long as that 2 passes the 8, should be off and running. Don't know Colton super well, but he played solid last night. Seemed like every time he got ball in hand, whether it was on a scratch, on the break, kid was getting out from everywhere. Just needs to keep that back arm under control, like I was talking about earlier, when he's really loading up on shots, when he's really trying to do something spin wise or powerful. He gets a little excited in that back arm and it's got a little twitch to it. If he gets that kind of tweaked and dialed in, he's going to be even more dangerous. Look at this.
That was nice.
Yeah, it was. So I think we're calling the 4 ball. Excuse me, the 7 ball, yeah. Kicking the backside of this 1 and hoping for good things to happen. Sometimes that's all you can do. Good hit. Gonna get a reward, I believe so.
Yes.
Excuse me. Oh wow, what a try. One ball's got a pocket. What do you do with the 2 here? I never trust a table enough, I don't care whose table it is, to slow roll it that far. Pocket the 1 and try to stay on the right side of the 2.
I do some bottom and go around it.
You just do that, flick right off of it and leave yourself a dead combo.
Yeah.
Game's easy. A lot of bumping of balls out there. Be cautious with your cue ball. Does he draw out of this? Does he play up that left long rail? Playing up the rail. Oh, he hit it perfectly. Not much to really do here. Draw this ball back, like 6 inches, a foot, or the 5 to the lower right. Okay, he went across it. That's fine. Close to the rail. Kind of sucks once in a while, but I think he'll handle this just fine. To be honest, it's the next shot that I worry about with him. It's this shot here, where he's going to have to put a stroke on this ball. He's got a lot of distance, and he's got to get, likely trying to get position on that 7 for the side. So he's either forcing this ball forward 3 rails, or drawing it back 1 rail, but it's going to take a heck of a stroke. Let's see if he follows through and stays down. See how smooth that was? He stayed down that time. He pured that ball. He hit it perfect. He didn't try to over amp it. Didn't get that little hitch that we see once in a while. Watch out, 9 ball. Watch out, 9 ball. He doesn't look bothered by it. Oh. So I guess the 9 ball did get him just a hair, huh? There's a chance that Grayson probably didn't think he was going to get back. No, I'm not getting too acute here. I'm not trying to go back for the side pocket at this point. I'm just going to roll forward, take my 10 to the upper left. Yep. He hits those stun shots really well. Those are tough to control. It's very easy to overcook or undercook those, and he's hit them perfectly, it seems. And it's white team domination right now. White team now 2 games away.
I might go down and.
Yeah, you
see
don't
if
have
I
to
can
hang around. No,
practice
yeah,
some.
I know you've been here a while too, and you've got friends out there. You've got your team here. I appreciate you hanging out with us.
Yeah, I'm not adding much commentary.
Well,
anyway.
you're fine. You're fine. Just pleasure to have you here in the booth.
Yep. Thank you.
Thanks for hanging out. Good luck to you, Aurora.
Thank you.
We'll be watching you guys in the finals. Big thank you to Aurora Hessness for stopping in and doing some commentary with me. Bit of a quiet gal, a little shy, which is completely fine. It's nice to get a little bit of insight from her, find out where she's from and who her sponsors are, who's taking care of her. All good things. Rack 14. It's going to be an uphill battle now for Team Black. Trailing by more than 2-1. Not sure how much time's left in this match, but there's certainly enough time to give shout outs to our sponsors. Thank you to those 6 Q companies across the top of the screen that have come together and been accepting and okay with the fact that they are not just the exclusive Q sponsor. Oftentimes you see just one table sponsor or just one Q sponsor. They don't want that collision. They don't want that added competition. This is a junior event. This is for the betterment of junior pool, not just in our state here, but throughout the entire country. I think this even benefits the world in terms of pool in general. A huge shout out to them. Massive shout out and thank you to the Brunswick group, Brunswick, Lucasi, Q and Case, as well as Bill Dunn and Championship Cloth. Their healthy, generous donations really made this event able to happen, and we are extremely grateful. So a dry break from Eddie brings Jordan Whitkin to the table with a decision to make. I think it's a fairly easy decision. Let's push out, but what are we doing? Are we pushing to a random spot on the table, or are we going to try to tie something up? Do we want to push to a jump shot? You know, there's a lot of strategy that goes into a push shot. I don't know. Eddie could play this carom. He could play it at a good pace and keep the cue ball and the one ball right near the top of that table. I don't know if he'll do that. He could call the one off the back of the 7. Can't remember if I said 7 or 4. He's got a blocker over there with the 2. He might want to put the cue ball on that deuce. I think that's what he was trying to do. Get the cue ball snuggled up with the 2 ball over there, 2 and the 8. Wasn't meant to be, but it's not a huge deal. It's not such a huge cause of concern yet, given the fact that, yeah, Jordan's got a pretty routine shot on this one. Getting on the 2, nearly impossible. And that's why he didn't even elect to go for the shot. Instead went for a very nice safety. We might see Eddie go back for the pogo stick here. Yep, walking back over for the jumper. There it is. Jump stick in hand. brand of jump cue that is. It does look like it's got some purple heartwood in it, which very heavy, dense wood. Very good for forward wave jump cues, no doubt about that. Grayson earned his opportunity with that safety on the one. Got it look here. He's certainly not looking at running out. He's probably looking at pocketing this ball, getting position on the two to play safe. Would have liked that cue ball about 4 inches to our left, so he could play a stop shot. Now he's got some angle to contend with. Still handled it nicely. He's done well not to leave the two directly in front of the side for a one rail kick. And he's got the cue ball pretty much frozen. Eight ball it on there. Tried to kick in behind that. Didn't quite work out for him. Now the opportunity that Jordan has been trying to achieve for the last couple innings has finally paid off. Patience, I should say. Table's open now, and he's got ball in hand. This is just what he was looking for. He's certainly got a hold of that ball. However, there's 6 pockets on this table. He's got options. Not where it is playing this to the upper left. He wanted to play this upper right. Might actually end up working out just a little better. Kind of stun out naturally for the 4 in the same pocket. Tic-tac-toe from here. Connect the dots. Just punch this right across the 6. Would have liked another foot of travel on that cue ball. Got a thin cut on the 6 here. He's got to avoid the 7. He's also got to contend with the 10 ball for position. Cue ball's got no choice but to go 2 rails here. He's going to want to make sure he gets above this 10. Handled it nicely. One of those shots here. You can baby it if you want. You can let your stroke out. It's kind of a 6 of one, half a dozen of another here. I like just rolling this in. Playing the 8, either of the upper corner pockets. Either side is fine. He rolled it and he overcut it. Wow. Oh, this is where Captain Von der Rohe get his team back within 4. He has the speed. Oh, wow. You can bet referee Jose Burgos is going to be eagle eye on this one. Eddie doesn't seem fazed by it. Ran over, grabbed his extension. No problem. Maybe it's not as close as it looks to us here. Let's see if this helps. There we go. That's a little better. cut it. But has left an opportunity yet again for Jordan to take down this rack and put his team on the hill. Hit it hard enough to get there? Just barely. He's even shaking his own head, and his teammates are laughing at him. You can't see their faces from here, but that was funny. A big relief when he saw that ball fall. One rack away from putting his team on the hill. This is for third and fourth place. There's no advancement after this. We already have our first and second place match set up. It'll be Team Red versus Team Blue. That match will be taking place approximately 2 hours time. As long as we're staying on the schedule that I was informed of. We'll have a bit of a dinner break. We'll let Team Red, Team Blue come in, get comfortable, acclimated with the arena for the day. Going to be a slightly different format as far as wins and losses and how the points are achieved in the final match. I do not have the specifics on that, but I will by the time that match starts, I promise. Oh, Logan wins the leg. This is a triples match. Female from both teams will be playing. So we'll have Leah for black, and we will have Ava for the white team. And then two of the males from their team. From the looks of it, we're going to have like Jordan and Grayson. So I think Logan's sitting this rack out. And I don't know who's going to be playing with Leah. By the looks of it, it looks like it's going to be Eddie Vonderau and Caden Herbach. Which would mean that Caden has been involved in every doubles and triples match in this particular match. What a break shot there. Got 2 balls down, which is an achievement in itself in 10 ball. And a look at the 2, or the 1 ball, excuse me. Nothing's tied up. 7 ball's a little tricky. A right hand side, it doesn't pass the 9. It doesn't pass cleanly. If you play it at a soft speed, you can probably cheat that pocket. We'll see when we get there, but everything looks really good. You could also get position on the 7 to play up table, and if you're able to get there, golden. Kind of the shot here for the 5. She's shooting naturally away from the path she wants the cue ball to take. She's got a bit of a hindrance with the 10 and the 8 sitting where they are. Just kind of accepted it there. Took her medicine. I apologize. That's not the 7 on the long rail. That's the 4. Okay. So this for me is the shot. This goes down with a little touch of inside. Get that cue ball above center table. This match should be over. How good did he hit that ball? He hit it too good. Who knew he would end up short side? Grayson not phased at all. Down on this ball already. I like what he did there though. He stood up and reset. No sense rushing it. undercut it, and hasn't left anything too tasty for Eddie. What do you do here, Captain Eddie? You bank this 5 ball up, over by the 8, or excuse me, by the 9 ball. Kind of use the side rails, take the cue ball to the left rail, 5 to the right. This is tough. This is not a good spot to be in, especially with your team and your tournament life on the line. Cue ball going. That cue ball gonna end up in the drink. Beautiful stroke from Miss Weems there. Especially knowing she's got 2 giants that can reach anything on the table. This is basically a formality. This is the shot here. I'm not sure what just happened. Oh, trying to tell him where to go. Essentially coaching. And there's no coaching allowed. Wow. You know, that's strict and that's stern, and kudos to Jose for calling that. That's brutal, but that's something these kids need to learn too. That's a tough call. And I'm sure it's a call Jose doesn't even like to make. But that man is sharp. He's on top of things, and you know the white team's gonna learn something from that. Both teams will. Good call. It's a tough call, but it's a good one. Welcome back, William. Mike, how's everything going out there?
It's been.
I know you've been down in the grease there with these guys.
Yeah, it's been cool, man. The 2 teams that are playing in the finals were warming up, playing some Scotch doubles banks. So that was a lot of fun to watch. Oh, we might have an ending here. I'll be right back.
Thanks for stopping in, Mike.
Yeah. Good chat.
Good chat. Yeah, Mike will be out there to get some pictures, interviews, creative media. As soon as this match wraps up. Not completely counting out the black team yet. Got some drama. Got some emotion. A little bit of slamming the cue on the ground. Not aggressively, but just enough to let everybody know that you're not happy with yourself. Starting over ramp position by about 2 feet there. Let's see what Grayson just trying to put this ball on the rail. Is the cue ball up? Good shot. That's about all you really could do without taking something overly risky on. Captain Eddie Vonderall calling the bank to the upper right as we view. Gotta feel like this could be your last opportunity. Oh my, what a chilly roll. He makes the bank and the cue ball ends up there. I think we're gonna be staying off the left. His left, our right. Just off the right side of this tent. Paper. Oh, he's going for the kick. Are you kidding? He's going for the kick shot. I love it. I love it. It's all or nothing. It's do or die. He put everything, all the eggs in one basket there, and it's a little bit ironic and satisfying at the same time that the captain is going to drain the winning ball. Captain Ava Weems for the win. The white team has defeated the black team very handily, to be fair, by a score of 11-4. Folks, I'm going to let the stream go for just a couple of more minutes, but we're going to cut it off. Our next match isn't starting for approximately 2 hours, as far as I know. If that changes, do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe button. You'll get notified once we're back live again if you don't want to set an alarm for 6 p.m. our time. It is 4 o'clock currently on the East Coast. We're scheduled for 6 for the finals. You can already see red team getting in there, and you got Jose Vicente already anxious to hit some balls and get onto this future table. I want to thank Aurora for sitting in the booth with us for a little bit. Thanks to Molina Mike for his contributions. My name's Ben Sutherland. We're going to go ahead and cut this off here in just a moment. We'll be back live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. See you then.